Okay, hi everyone. I hope you're having a really nice Sunday. It's beautiful weather out there. I just tried to do a video and I'm really bad at like editing. I've never done any of this stuff. So I got a phone call in the middle of the video, and so I was like, okay, I'll just do it again. So I put my phone on vibrate, and yeah, so I wanted to jump on here and talk about my faith with you guys. That's really the main reason why I wanted to start doing videos and talking about things that I have experience with, that I could help people with certain things, or whatever. But yeah, I just got back from church and it was a really nice service, and I'm really happy right now, and I feel really great. I feel like very blessed that definitely there's a change in me, spiritually. So from when I was a little girl, I grew up in a Lutheran household. My grandfather was the deacon of our church, and it was always there for me to take if I wish. I was baptized. I went to Sunday school. I did youth group. Not really feeling it. As I got older, it wasn't really there. I know it was there and I had a belief in God and Jesus, but I wasn't wanting it. I actually went to a Christian high school. I switched schools after having a bad experience in my freshman year at my local high school. So I went to a Christian school, and yeah, we had Bible class every week. We had chapel. We had all of these things, and I wasn't really feeling it. And I also went to Christian camp, sleepaway camp, for a number of years. I never really, it was always there. That's my point, is that it was always in front of me. And, God has never failed me. He never stopped loving me. Jesus has always been there. And even though I didn't want it, he was still there. They were, it was there. So yeah, I got sober 9 years ago. I started having, spiritual experiences about, when I stopped drinking, the night I stopped drinking, it was just another day. And I'm a firm believer that God helped me that day. The next day I wanted to get help, and I never wanted that before. So, it's amazing. And that faith that I've had growing up kind of just reassured me that it was going to be okay. And sorry, it's the LPR. So yeah, I started. I got sober, and I'm in a 12-step program, and I definitely have built my relationship with God through that program, continuing to, and praying, but not really, just kind of going through the motions, if anyone can relate. Doing it because that's what I was told to do. Not really wanting to do it. Believing it, but maybe not. So this is how I know that, like, it was totally real, because out of nowhere, again, I've had two experiences where that happens, where basically out of nowhere I have a life-altering change, and I'm not scared, and that's like weird. So first time is when I got sober. The next morning I stopped and I went and took action and got help and all this stuff, and I never would do that. Next time, last 2 months ago, a couple months ago, out of nowhere, I wanna go back to church. I have not been to church in years, and unfortunately, the church that I grew up in, they just closed down due to, COVID and other issues. But yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna look for a church. I don't know where that thought came from, and I really, believe that it has to be God because that's not my nature to do. And I was looking for a Lutheran church because that's what I knew, and my boyfriend was like, "Why not you try looking for a non-denominational church?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sounds good." And I found this church like 15 minutes away, and it's amazing. And I'm so happy to find a place that I feel at home. I was watching online, which is it's amazing, and it's so I'm so grateful that we have the technology to actually do this during these horrible times. So we're able to communicate through the internet, and that's how you're seeing me today. But yeah, so I found them online and I started watching, and I really loved what the pastor was saying, and the whole church itself, finding all that information. I saw that they were doing services in person, and I was a little skeptical at first because I wasn't really going out much, but they had the Sunday school for the kids, and the Sunday school was the whole service, an hour and a half. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, you're telling me that I can sit in a service for an hour and a half and I don't have to worry about my children? That kind of got me really hooked too, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I talked briefly about my two children, and my one is special needs, and he has a lot of behavioral issues, and I'll definitely dive into that video soon. But I feel comfortable leaving him there. At first I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't do anything bad. But they're they're so good. They're so nice and forgiving, and they're just good people, and they're and I want to be like that. Like, I want to be nice and give back, and just, those are my type of people I want to be around. So yeah, I started teaching the kids about Jesus. We since Palm Sunday, Holy Week, Easter's coming up next week. We have been talking about that nonstop because I don't want them to refer to Easter. Like, I asked them, what's Easter? And the first thing my 4-year-old says, like, the Easter Bunny, but I'm like, for me, I want them to know, why do we celebrate Easter? So I've been really getting into that with them. I bought them these books that I can show. I can post a link to them if anyone's interested. They really love them. They're books about the story of Easter, and why we celebrate it. And we just made Holy Week wreaths, and I can post a link for that. We got them on Amazon for really cheap, and it was so nice to sit at a table with my whole family and have a nice craft to do. And it was based on learning about Jesus, and that's what I want them to have the opportunity to have, like I did. And they're on their own paths when they get older, but just I love that I can show them that. So yeah, I just really am grateful to have this experience. Ever since that experience about starting to go back to church, and being a part of the church that I am, big changes for me. And that fear, like I was saying, I was really scared to do these videos, but I'm not anymore, because I know that God's on my side, and this is what I was meant to do. I'm meant to follow Jesus and spread the word of not only about my beliefs, but also other things to help people. Like I said, different situations in my life that I really feel like I could help. So why not? So yeah, I think the kids are sleeping. So I'm gonna go work out because I only have that little time to do it. I'll probably post a video when I get down there, and I'll, talk about working out and stuff. And yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed Sunday. And it's, like I said, it's the perfect day. So have a great day, everyone. Bye.